Let's get your Idaho LLC set up correctly and make sure you aren't overspending on any unnecessary startup fees or ongoing expenses. Here are the 7 steps to create your LLC. Also, sign up below for a free LLC formation checklist. Step 1, name your LLC. The most important thing when choosing a name for your business is that it's unique. To make sure the name isn't already being used by another business in Idaho, go to this page on the Secretary of State's website and type in the name you'd like to use. As you can see, you probably won't be able to name your new Mexican restaurant Chipotle. Avoid names that suggest your LLC is a corporation, partnership, or government agency. Include limited liability company or an abbreviation like LLC at the end of the name. You'll find links to the name search tool, a list of the state's naming requirements, and resources for everything else we talk about in this video in the description below. Speaking of names, when you've decided the name for your LLC, I would immediately go and reserve a domain name for your business. I recommend getting a .com domain if it's available. Most domain registrars are going to charge from $10 to over $20 per year for a .com domain. We recommend getting your domain from spaceship.com because they have some of the best prices on domains for the first year as well as for the annual renewals. Step 2, select a registered agent. This is a person or business that will receive important legal documents and notices from the state on your behalf and forward them to you. The registered agent's address will be listed publicly, so I wouldn't recommend being your own registered agent and using your home address as your registered agent's address. Your registered agent must keep normal business hours Monday to Friday, and you can't use a P.O. box. If you'd like to keep your address private and you don't want to have someone at a particular address Monday to Friday during business hours, we recommend hiring a registered agent. We've reviewed multiple registered agents, and our 2 favorites are Doola and Northwest registered agents. You'll learn more about them later on in this video. Step 3, submit the certificate of organization to the Idaho Secretary of State and pay the filing fee. You can submit online, by mail, or in person. If you pay online, the fee is $100 and $120 if you submit a paper filing by mail or in person. There is also a card processing fee of $1 plus 2.5% of the value paid. If you submit online and pay with a card, the total will be $103.50. Your certificate of organization will include company name, principal office address, name and address of your registered agent, name and address of at least one governor, and the mail-in address for future notices for the annual report. The name, date, and signature of the organizers, and an email and phone in case the state has any questions. Governor is a term I haven't seen used in other states, but luckily they define it here. Governor means a manager of a manager-managed LLC or a member of a member-managed limited liability company. Step 4, obtain an employer identification number, EIN. This may also be referred to as a federal tax ID. Think of it as a social security number for your business. If you're the only owner of the LLC and you won't have any employees, you could use your social security number instead of an EIN, but in most cases it's better to have one. You may need one for banking, taxes, and for hiring employees. The application process is pretty straightforward and only takes a couple of minutes on the IRS's website. We have a video that'll walk you through how to get one that you'll find below. Step 5, create an operating agreement. This document will state how your LLC will be managed. Idaho law doesn't require you to have one, but I recommend creating one even if you're the only member of the LLC. Banks may also ask for a copy of your operating agreement when you go to open a business bank account. If you have a complicated situation with many business partners or investors, you may want to work with a lawyer to draft the operating agreement. But in many cases, especially if it's just you can use one of Northwest registered agents' free operating agreement templates from this page. Step 6, open a business bank account. This will make it much easier to keep separate your business and personal assets and expenses. It'll also help you maintain the liability protection your LLC provides. You'll find 2 videos down below, one on how to open a business bank account and another on the best business bank accounts. To keep your business open and in good standing, Step 7, file an annual report. This report makes sure information is kept up to date with the state. The good thing with Idaho, there's no fee that needs to be paid when submitting this report. It's due each year during the month your LLC was formed. If your LLC was formed on August 15th, 2025, your first annual report is due on or before August 31st, 2026. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing this is the first time you're creating a business, and all these steps could sound overwhelming. The Idaho Secretary of State's website might not be the most user-friendly, and you could have questions along the way. Instead of going on your own as I just described, or potentially paying a lawyer thousands of dollars, I recommend working with a formation service to help you get your LLC set up correctly. There are 2 formation services that we recommend, Northwest Registered Agent and Doola. The processing is pretty simple and straightforward with both. Before I walk you through how to form your LLC with one of them, here's when I would choose one over the other. We recommend Doola if you need a registered agent and a virtual mailbox, something you're going to want if you work from home and you don't have an office. You can get both of these plus an EIN and operating agreement, paying Doola $297 per year plus the state fee to form your LLC. Doola doesn't charge anything for the EIN, operating agreement, or for forming your LLC. If you only want to form the LLC and you don't need a virtual mailbox, I'd go with Northwest because you pay $39 plus a state fee for the first year, and you get an operating agreement and their registered agent service for free for the first year, and then you pay $125 per year for year 2 and beyond if you want them to continue to be your registered agent. If you want help with your bookkeeping and taxes, you might want to check out one of these two plans from Doola. If you have any questions on which service to choose, let me know down below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's run through how to create your LLC with Northwest. It's pretty similar with Doola, it's just that each formation service is going to ask you questions in a different order. You'll find links to both down below. Here's what it looks like with Northwest. Click Get Started. LLC has already been selected. Scroll down to select Idaho. You'll see the standard processing is 15 days, paying the state fee plus $39 to Northwest. If you'd like your LLC processed faster, you can pay an additional $41 to have it processed in 1 day. Click Continue. Enter the business name you'd like to use. If you have a lawyer and want them to receive a copy of any legal notices, select Yes and enter their email. If not, just leave it as No. Choose the physical address and mailing address you'd like to record with the state. I'll leave a registered agent's address selected for both. How will your LLC be managed? Will it be member managed or manager managed? Will the owners manage the business or will you elect a manager to run the day-to-day operations of the business for you? If at any point you have questions, click on the question icon to learn more. And if you have additional questions, you can always contact them by phone. You'll see that listed right here, or you can fill out this form on their contact page. I'll add my information as member 1 and select our registered agent's address as the address to record with the state. If you have additional members, click Add Member to add their information. On this next screen, enter your contact details, first and last name, phone number, and address. Create your Northwest account by entering your name and choosing a password. Here you can add their business identity bundle. You get a domain, website, email, and phone free for 90 days, and then $21.60 a month after that, or you can add them individually down below. I won't add any of these though. There are other services I'd rather use for my domain, website, and business email. This is a good point to mention that we have a free training that'll walk you through everything you need when starting a new business. Logo, business name, domain, website, business email, business bank account, and more. You can sign up using the link in the description. Here's some additional items that you might want to consider. I like here that Northwest doesn't try to bundle these into different packages, forcing you to sign up for a more expensive package when maybe you just want one of the things to be added. If you don't want to deal with getting an EIN on your own, Northwest will get one for you for $50 if you have a social security number. Again, if you want to get one directly from the IRS, our video in the description walks you through the entire process. You can elect to have your LLC taxed as an S Corp. If you're just getting started, you might not need this yet. This can help you save money on taxes, but normally it's not worth it until you're earning somewhere in the range of $50,000 to $100,000 of profit per year through your LLC. There's a video about S Corps that you'll find down below. If you need a virtual mailbox, Northwest has two options, a virtual office or mail forwarding. The virtual office costs $29 per month and mail forwarding is $20 per month. The main difference is the virtual office comes with a phone number and voicemail. If you want a virtual mailbox, you can save money by going with Doola. But if you want to add it with Northwest, choose the service that you want, make sure the correct state has been selected, and then choose between having your mail physically forwarded to you or to have it scanned and sent to you digitally. If you've selected everything you'd like to add, click Continue. Fill out your payment information and click Done. Soon you'll have your Idaho LLC. If you're having Northwest get your EIN, they'll ask you to fill in some additional information after the payment screen. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to support our channel, don't forget to use our affiliate links in the description when forming your LLC. We could earn a commission at no cost to you. Now it's important you don't make any common LLC mistakes with your newly created business. To avoid them, watch this video. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.